Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Charlie. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious New Orleans well-seasoned fried pork chop sandwiches. Now, this is a pretty simple sandwich to make. It consists of a thinly cut or thick fried pork chop in between two slices of bread, and it's normally dressed with mayonnaise, and you can also add a little hot sauce to it as well. If you don't like the hot sauce, you don't have to add it. And you can also eat it plain with just fried pork chop and bread. And you know everyone has their personal preferences on how they dress their sandwiches. And of course, we don't add lettuce, tomato, or pickle, or nothing like that onto it. I mean, this sandwich is not for the healthy at heart, all right? This makes about 4 sandwiches, but you can increase it by 2 more and you'll have 6 altogether. Simple, easy, tender, juicy, well-seasoned, and absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your New Orleans fried pork chop sandwiches. Let's get started with our ingredients. You'll need 2 pounds of center cut bone-in pork chops. This is 4 pork chops altogether, but you can increase it to 6 pork chops if you like. And along with that, you will need some all-purpose flour, large eggs at room temperature, vegetable or canola oil, blue plate mayonnaise, and crystal hot sauce. These are both New Orleans brands right here. And for our seasonings, you'll need some salt, black pepper, Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Now, if you don't have this, you can use the Zatarain's Creole seasoning or the Slapping Mama Cajun seasoning. You will also need some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, granulated onion, granulated garlic, some cayenne pepper, and for your bread, you're going to need some bunny Tex toast bread. Now, you can use any other type of bread of your choosing, okay? And for your tools, you'll need a cooling rack with an 11 by 17 inch baking pan underneath it. And to fry your pork chops, you'll need a 10-inch round cast iron skillet. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. So I placed my pork chops into this large strainer, and we're going to rinse the pork chops off really well with cold water. Alright, let's season the pork chops. So I placed them onto this flexible chopping board, and I have a 11 by 17 inch baking pan underneath that, of course. Now, as for seasonings, we're not doing any measurements. We're just going to add a light sprinkle. We're going to lightly sprinkle some salt. Next, you're going to lightly sprinkle some black pepper, followed by some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, lightly sprinkle some granulated onion, lightly sprinkle some granulated garlic, and lightly sprinkle some cayenne pepper. Okay, once you seasoned one side of the pork chops, you're going to flip the pork chops over to the opposite side. Now we have to season the other side. So again, we're going to lightly sprinkle some salt, lightly sprinkle some black pepper, lightly sprinkle some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, followed by some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, lightly sprinkle some granulated onion, lightly sprinkle some granulated garlic, and lightly sprinkle some cayenne pepper. Now that we've added seasoning onto both sides of the pork chops, we're just going to take our fingers and we're just going to lightly rub the seasoning on to one side of the pork chop. Okay, next you're going to add your pork chops into this medium-sized bowl. Cover the bowl with a lid. Let this marinate in your refrigerator for 4 hours or overnight. Alright, let's get started with our seasoned egg batter. So in this medium-sized bowl, I've added 4 large eggs at room temperature. And to that, we're just going to add a little bit of seasoning. We're going to add a light sprinkle of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of that in there. Followed by some Chef Paul Prud'homme's Poetry Magic, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of that in there. 1/4 teaspoon of granulated onion, 1/4 teaspoon of granulated garlic, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Take a whisk and stir all the ingredients together until combined. Alright, let's get started with our seasoned all-purpose flour batter. So in this large bowl, Make sure you have a lid with that, of course. Add 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And for your seasonings, you're going to add 2 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, 2 teaspoons of Chef Paul Prudhomme's Poetry Magic, 2 or 3 teaspoons of granulated onion, 2 or 3 teaspoons of granulated garlic, and 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. Stir all your ingredients together. And as you can see here, you can see the seasoning in the flour. That's exactly what we're looking for. Good sign. Preheat your fire to medium heat. Alright, let's get started with heating our oil. So in this 10-inch round cast iron skillet, I've added 3 1/2 cups of canola oil. You can also use vegetable oil into the skillet. Let this get hot for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now this is how oil looks after 12 to 15 minutes. As you can see on the surface of the oil, you can see that it's starting to simmer. That's exactly what we're looking for. Now before you begin frying your pork chops, you want to make sure that you have a cooling rack with the 11 by 17 inch baking pan underneath it ready before you fry your pork chops. Alright, let's batter our pork chops. So we're going to take a pork chop one at a time, and we're going to add it into the seasoned egg batter. You're going to flip the pork chop over to coat the pork chop with the seasoned egg batter. You're going to remove it and just give it a quick shake as you want a light coating. From there, you're going to transfer your pork chop into the seasoned all-purpose flour batter. Cover your bowl with a lid. Shake the bowl to coat the pork chop with that seasoned all-purpose flour batter. Alright, that looks good. So next we're going to remove the pork chop out of there. Give it a quick shake as you want a light coating. From there, you're going to transfer the pork chop back into your seasoned egg batter. Flip the pork chop over to coat it. Remove the pork chop and just give it a quick shake as, again, you want a light coating. And again, you're going to transfer the pork chop into the seasoned all-purpose flour batter. Cover the bowl with a lid and shake the bowl to coat the pork chop with the seasoned all-purpose flour batter. Be sure to use the same battering process for the other 3 pork chops that you're going to fry. Okay, next you're going to remove the pork chop out of the seasoned all-purpose flour batter and give it a quick shake as, again, you want a light coating. From there, you're going to take the pork chop and add it into the hot oil. Now, frying times vary depending on the size of the pork chop, your skillet, or your frying pan, and the temperature of your oil. Let the pork chop fry for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Alright, it's been about 6 to 8 minutes total frying time for our fried pork chops. In my case, I let mine fry for about 6 minutes. Now you're going to go ahead and turn your fire off. Okay, I'm going to take some tongs and I'm going to remove the pork chop out of the hot oil. And look at how beautiful golden brown that looks. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just going to shake the pork chop just a little bit to get some of that oil off there so that way it can go back into the oil in the skillet. And from there, I'm going to take the pork chop and I'm going to place it onto a cooling rack with the 11 by 17 inch baking pan underneath it. Let these cool for about 5 to 10 minutes before assembling your sandwiches. Alright, let's go ahead and assemble our sandwiches. So here we have 2 slices of bread. Remember, 2 slices of bread per sandwich, of course. So we're going to first start off by taking a butter knife and we're going to apply a generous amount of mayonnaise onto the slice of bread. Now you can add a thin coating or thick coating. You can add however much mayonnaise you want to add. Just don't add too much. Alright, here I have some hot sauce. I'm just going to add just a little bit on top of the mayonnaise. Now if you don't like hot sauce, you don't have to add it if you don't want to. You can completely omit it from the recipe. I'm going to take the butter knife and I'm just going to spread that hot sauce around the slice of bread. And from there I'm going to set that on the side. And whatever I have left over on the butter knife, I'm just going to spread that onto the other slice of bread as well. Alright, here we have our fried pork chop. And we're going to take that and we're going to add that onto the bottom slice of bread. And from there, we're going to take the other slice of bread. This is the side where we added the mayonnaise and the hot sauce. And we're going to place that right on top of the fried pork chop. And from there, your fried pork chop sandwiches have been assembled. And after that, they are ready to be served. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. New Orleans style fried pork chop sandwiches made by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. I have an official website for all of my recipes, including this one. Go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on X, formerly Twitter, under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Can't wait. Now it's time to go eat and take a bite. Now I'm hoping that this is not the area where the bone is. Okay, it's in the back there. Okay. Gotta watch out for that when you're eating this kind of sandwich. You'll notice once you bite into it though. But here goes. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. But when I tell y'all this pork chop sandwich, tender, juicy, well seasoned, and delicious, it is good. Mm-mm-mm. And adding that mayonnaise and that hot sauce gives a nice little kick. Y'all, when I tell y'all it's good, it is delicious. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-mm-mm. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe on point. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.